Today we're going to be reviewing set 70502 Cole's Earth Driller containing 171 pieces. The set retailed for $20 US back in 2013. Now if you want to purchase the set today, new on average it's going to cost you $58 US, and if you want to purchase it used, on average it's going to cost you $20 US. Next we have our minifigures and accessories. So moving from left to right, we have the Earth Elemental Blade, a front view of Elemental Cole, and a front view of a Stone Swordsman. We then have a back view of both minifigures, a back view without any headgear, and again a front view getting a better look at their faces. Finally, we can take a look at Cole's Earth Driller, but before getting into specifics, let's take a 360 view of the vehicle. First we have the left hand side, a frontal view, the right hand side, a back view, and just to get a better view of the top portion, an aerial frontal view. Now taking a look at the color scheme side of things, we got a couple of different things going on here. First, we have black as both a main color and a mechanical color, and gray, of course, helping with the mechanical side of things. Then we have two main accent colors, one being the reddish brown that we have here, and the other being the gold that is shown throughout the entire vehicle. Now from there we have a third accent color, but it is a minor one, and that is the sand green here, which you can see here, and you can also see a little bit of it right back here. Again, not very prominent in the build, but it is still there. From there, we can take a look at the 9 different stickers that this set possesses. Now, starting with this left-hand side here, we have a rocky texture being added here, and then the same thing on the other side, so a mirrored image pretty much, another rocky texture. From there, we can go to the top area where we have a couple of different stickers. First, we have these on the side, and it looks like they have like these kind of like a charging battery type of designs on them as well. Same thing for these top ones here, like kind of like a charging battery design with a couple of different things in there that you can read as well, such as cabin air or cabin heat. No step on this side. Here you have alt 1 off, alt 2 off, and I will say that I'm not a big fan of translucent stickers just because I feel like they are very easy to mess up. So I wish that, you know, if there's any translucent stickers, I wish instead they were printed pieces, but we can't really change too much about that. From there, we have this portion right here, which is more of a mechanical sticker as well, and you can see that you actually get a bug on there, which is I thought was pretty funny. From there, we have our final and 9th sticker, which is a cockpit sticker here, if you can get a better look at that, and it looks like you have Sensei Wu there on the actual panel. Moving on from there, we can take a look at the functions of this vehicle. Now, this vehicle possesses 2 functions, and we're going to start off with the cockpit first. So, the cockpit that we get here is a 1-seater, which is unfortunate because the cockpit that we see in the show is able to hold 7 people total, including the driver. So, we have our Elemental Cole here, and we're going to go ahead and sit him in there just to show what he looks like within the cockpit. So, that's how he looks seated in there. This is how he looks when it is closed, and that is a better view there. And then again, I feel like it is a missed opportunity for them to at least include 1 more or 2 more seats in there, especially with all this empty space back here. I feel like they could have definitely pushed back the main portion of this build and added 1 or 2 more seats in there, which would have been nice. From there, we can go to the second feature, which is the ability of this vehicle to dig through the ground. Now, the way that this function works is the entire function is really focused on the front area. So these back wheels are really not doing anything. They're still movable, as you can see, but they're not adding to the actual function portion. The function is focused on these 2 wheels and this portion right here. So again, it has the ability to dig through the earth in the show. So I'm really glad that they added this feature because I think it's very important. So we can start moving this vehicle forward, and you can see that the drill portion starts turning, and it's turning in 2 different directions, which I think is very cool. And I just love that they added this feature. It is definitely one of the funner features that I have seen in vehicles from the Ninjago line at this point. And here's a view of that function from the front. So again, here's everything you get in set 70502 Cole's Earth Driller, which retailed for $20 US back in 2013. Now, do I think that this set was worth the $20 US? The answer is not entirely. Now, the reason for this is, first and foremost, I think that there's a lack of features. I don't think that that's the biggest determinant as to why this shouldn't be $20, but I think it adds to it, of course. The fact that the cockpit cannot sit more than 1 minifigure kind of really bugs me. I feel like they could have easily squeezed 1 more or 2 more seats with that space that they left open right here in this back area that I showed earlier in the video, and you know, that would have added to the price range of this thing for me. Another thing is the lack of minifigures. I think that the fact that it's $20 and there's only 2 minifigures kind of bugs me, and the reason because of that is because, again, there is a lack of features. So if there is a lack of features, I feel like they can make up with it with an inclusion of more minifigures, and in this case an inclusion of potentially 2 more minifigures on the Stone Army side of things, because again, the whole point of the wave is that they're fighting a stone army the entire time, and you can't really have an army if you don't have army men within that army, right? So it would have been nice if they would have included 2 more stone army men, whether that is a crossbow user or another swordsman or whatever the case may be. As long as they would have included 2 more minifigures, I think that at that point the set would have been justified at $20 US. But again, that has been my review of set 70502 Cole's Earth Driller, and if you are enjoying the content, consider liking the video, and if you are enjoying the content and are not subscribed, consider subscribing. It is completely free, and I will see you guys in my next video.